Well, we've got a little bit of an update from Jason Momoa on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and the new DCU. The actor appears pretty confident about his future in the DC universe, and what he had to say sounds like Aquaman's sticking around too. Well, as many of you know, we're just a couple of months out from Jason Momoa once again returning as Arthur Curry in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. The first movie was a massive hit for Warner Brothers, making over $1 billion, and the stakes are high for the upcoming film, even though those test screenings really didn't sound so great. But the big question has been for a while whether he'll remain the Atlantean hero in the new DCU, or will he move on to some other roles, or is it possible that he does have a future in the DCU, but just as another character, Lobo specifically. Now, he's been making the rounds talking about his new film, Fast X, where he actually plays the villain, and he talked a little bit to Total Film about how confident he is that he will continue to play Aquaman. This is what he had to say. Peter Safran's my producer on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and is a dear friend. I absolutely think Aquaman will be involved in the DCU. It's on, bro. There's no one bigger than Aquaman. But also, I hope people are excited to see the new one. It's fun. I really enjoy doing comedy. There's some really funny stuff with Patrick Wilson. I really adore him. We had a great time working together. It's like we were brothers. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in this one. Now, the way he describes this movie, it definitely shines in a completely different light than the test screenings we were hearing about that was a disaster. Now, there's plenty of time before this movie comes out to re-edit it, and I'm sure he's seen the most current versions, so I am hopeful what he has to say here turns out to be true. The fact that he's focusing so much on the comedy in this film does make me nervous. The first film was anything but comedic, and James Wan is more known for his horror, not comedy. Those test screenings really made it out to be horrible, and failed attempts at comedy is one way to drive that point home, leading me to worry quite a bit that this might be too much of the upcoming movie. Now, whether he continues in the DCU as Lobo, I still think that's way up in the air, and ultimately the future of this version of Aquaman I think is tied very tightly to the success of the upcoming movie, just like the most recent Shazam movie. Now, whether he will eventually become Lobo in the new DCU, I really have no idea. James Gunn has confirmed he wouldn't use the same actor to play two different characters at the same time, so if he is moving on to Lobo in the future, it seems like we very well will be getting a new version of Aquaman in this semi-rebooted DC Studios world, and that could mean replacing Jason Momoa. But we'll have to wait and see.